Air is a lie. We treat it like nothing, an invisible background that fills the empty space around us. But the truth is much stranger. Air is one of the most powerful, violent, life-giving, and world-shaping substances on the planet. Every second, it crushes you with a force heavier than a car. Every breath you take is the result of ancient planetary catastrophes, and the air outside your window is older than life itself. Yet, we barely notice it. Today, we'll explore the secret life of air and why the most invisible thing on Earth is also the most extraordinary. Stand outside for a moment. You feel the ground beneath your feet, the warmth of sunlight, a breeze brushing your skin. But surrounding you is something you don't feel, a massive ocean of gas pressing down on you with the weight of a concrete wall. Air may look like nothing, but a single square meter of atmosphere weighs over 10,000 kilograms. Right now, your body is being crushed from every direction, and yet you don't collapse. Why? Because your body pushes back with equal pressure. Your lungs, your blood, your cells. You're built to survive in an invisible ocean of weight. If humans were magically transported to a vacuum, we wouldn't explode, we'd actually boil. The water inside your tissues would evaporate instantly because air pressure is what keeps your body intact. Air keeps you alive and prevents you from being ripped apart by physics. Billions of years ago, Earth's air was not the gentle breeze you know today. It was a suffocating mix of methane, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide, a deadly haze produced by volcanic fury. Life couldn't breathe this air. It could only hide from it. Then something miraculous happened. Tiny organisms began releasing oxygen as a waste product. At first, oxygen was toxic. It killed nearly every living thing. But life adapted, evolved, and eventually turned death into opportunity. The atmosphere transformed from poison into the fuel for complex life. The air you breathe today is the product of billions of years of biological warfare. We talk about the air as if it's one substance, but in reality, air is a chaotic mixture of molecules: nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and hundreds of trace gases constantly fighting for balance. Every second, trillions of these molecules crash into your skin like microscopic bullets. They bounce, ricochet, swirl, collide, and create the invisible pressure that holds our world together. The wind isn't just moving air. It's the atmosphere rearranging itself in an endless global dance. Every storm, every breeze, every hurricane and cloud and shifting season is a result of the atmosphere constantly trying to distribute heat and energy. Air is not calm, it's a battlefield. Imagine stacking 8,000 meters of invisible bricks above your head. That's the atmosphere. But the higher you go, the stranger air becomes. At sea level, it's thick and heavy. A few kilometers up, it's thin and fragile. Reach the stratosphere, and air becomes so rare you could fit all its molecules into a single glass of water. Go even higher and you reach the thermosphere, where atoms smash into solar radiation and heat up to 2,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt metal instantly. Yet above that, you reach the edge of space, where the air is so thin that temperatures drop to minus 150 degrees Celsius. Air is a machine, constantly shifting between freezing and scorching, dense and empty, life-giving and deadly. Without air, Earth would be a dead ocean under eternal darkness. Clouds would vanish. Rain would never fall. Winds would stop. Fire wouldn't burn. Birds couldn't fly. Plants couldn't breathe. humans couldn't evolve. Even your own voice is just air vibrating. The language you speak only exists because air can be pushed and shaped into sound. And the weather? It isn't random. It's the atmosphere responding to sunlight, transforming invisible gases into storms powerful enough to reshape continents. Atmospheric rivers move more water than all rivers on Earth combined. Hurricanes release energy equal to 10,000 nuclear bombs. A single thunderstorm contains more power than an entire nation consumes in a day. Air is the most dynamic force on the planet. Take a deep breath. That air wasn't made today. The same molecules entering your lungs were once inside the lungs of dinosaurs, drifting across ancient oceans, trapped in ice ages, used by early humans, circulating through volcanic eruptions, floating above continents that no longer exist. You inhale history itself. Every breath is a connection to billions of years of Earth's story written in molecules. In fact, statistically, there's a meaningful chance that every breath you take contains at least one molecule once breathed out by every person who ever lived. Air is the great recycler. Nothing is ever truly gone. When you watch clouds move across the sky, you are witnessing the planet breathing. Every rising column of warm air and every falling current of cold air is part of a global system that keeps Earth habitable. If air didn't circulate, the equator would be a burning desert. The poles would be frozen wastelands. No species could migrate. No climate system would exist. No life could survive. Air shapes the entire biosphere. It is the architect of seasons, weather, storms, and ecosystems. And yet, we rarely think about it. Air is not empty. It's not nothing. It's not background. Air is a force, a creator, a destroyer, a historian, a protector, a threat, a memory, a machine, a miracle of physics and biology intertwined. The universe is full of violent stars, strange planets, and cosmic mysteries. But one of the most extraordinary substances is right here, wrapped around us like an invisible ocean. If you want more deep dive science explained in a way that makes the invisible world come alive, don't forget to subscribe. It helps this channel reach more curious minds like you. The air around you may be invisible, but its story is anything but